Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire, home today of the 6th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament, the holiday hockey tournament that's held here in the final week of the year. Host teams are Nashua High South and Nashua High North. Right now it's going to be South against Alvirne. John Collins with Tom King. We just saw a thrilling sudden overtime win for Nashua North over Hollis-Brookline, a very game Hollis-Brookline team. Tom, you mentioned your player of the game, Jake Hall, the Hollis-Brookline goaltender who stopped umpteen shots. But my player of the game would have to be Brendan Robbins, who set up that game-winning goal with 6.2 seconds left in overtime to Tyler Lewis on the doorstep for the game winner.
A goal and 2 assists for Robbins, and as I said, with all that activity in the third period, we hadn't really called his name much, but he came to life in the overtime and made that big pass. The goal and 2 assists, a big game for Brendan Robbins, but I still go with the goaltender because the goaltender,
he made it a game.
The goaltender kept him in the game because the rest of the Cavaliers, as I thought anyway, were dead tired by that end of that game.
Yeah, we didn't call any.
We have a little same disparity here, John. Look at the Tim O'Neill, if you can get a shot at the South bench and then the Alvirne bench, you can see it, on the wide screen.
There you go.
There's a big disparity
Personnel
again.
disparity, yeah.
Right, and this is D3 with Alvirne, but they really are more of a D2 team. They dropped down this year. It's a 2-year deal for them. We'll see if they stay in D3. I doubt it after the 2 years are up. If they have the numbers, like these numbers. Great numbers for the Broncos. A little suspect defensively, but they can score goals. And, in D3, I think that's what the name of the game is, put the puck in the net.
Lexi Ossinger has the puck for the Panthers as he comes down. Partial 2-on-1 here. The trailer is Devin Brackett. Around the boards it goes off Ossinger's stick, and it's a Bronco breakout here.
Bronco breakaway, huh?
Almost a breakaway.
Say it 10 times fast. I think, John, we watched Lexi Ossinger last year score a big goal in this Christmas tournament.
He's an exciting player to watch. He can get up and down the ice.
Yep. Michael Connell, the other player for South that we love. He's an exceptional player, a senior right now. Number 20, not on the ice as we speak. Cam Ansel, the goaltender, I think has played a superb game in a 7-2 season opening loss to Nashua South.
Josh Steele with it, number 20, had a little trouble corralling the puck at his blue line and turned into a skirmish in his own zone.
2-on-1 already.
In front, save made by Ansel. Quality goaltender for Nashua South. He's going to be seeing a lot of pucks, something tells me, in this game. We're just underway. They play 3 15-minute periods in high school boys hockey.
Right there.
Ansel is forced to tie it up as he had number 11, Lee Vandergraaf, right on his doorstep.
The Vandergraafs, brothers on this team, they play a big role in the Broncos as well. I saw Alvirne beat Souhegan 5-0 earlier in the year.
5-0.
5-0.
Souhegan's a good team usually, huh?
Well, this year I think Souhegan's will down a little bit, but they usually get better as the year goes on.
Shot score.
Yep.
It deflected off of Ansel's shoulder. It was a wrister by Seth Boucher, and he was in the slot. He just found it on his stick, threw it toward the net. It might be unassisted. It came out of a skirmish after the faceoff, and Ansel got by surprise, I think, Tom. He got a shoulder on it, but it kind of caught more jersey than body, and it trickled over him and into the net.
Well, I think he was partially screened on it too, John, so it didn't take long. The Broncos, 2 minutes in, almost 2 minutes in, get the first goal of the game, and it could be one. We said it with North too. We said it could be one of many. That didn't happen, so you never know.
All the way around the boards it goes.
But I think
shot deflected, blocked, and trying to keep it in his possession. Matt D'Angelo, who took the slapper right there. All the way down into the Nashua zone. It's going to be called for icing as Alexander Radine first back to get it on defense. Hands it to the official. Seth Boucher with credit. They gave an assist to Tom McFadden.
And Jeremy
Dutow. So 2 assists on the play after the face-off.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a big deal for Alvirne. I think they'd like to come in here, and I talked to I talked to the Broncos head coach Brian Gould a couple of weeks ago about this tournament, and he said, you know, this tournament is kind of big for us, even though it doesn't count. We really want a good showing because we want to prove to people how good of a hockey team we really are.
Wrister saved by Anzo. That might have been in underneath the crossbar near post.
Because the one thing
that was Sweeney. That's your man, Tom. He was flying down the far boards. Number 2. Keep an eye on him.
Phil Sweeney is the real deal, and the thinking is if Alvirne's going to do some things this year, they've got some players that might go to juniors next year, and Sweeney could be one of them. So this may be their window in Division 3 of 1 of 2 years, because we'll talk about it when the whistle blows.
Right. Alvirne keeps it in. Of course, Alvirne's in the maroon jerseys and the purple Panthers in the white. The home teams wear white in this tournament per the rules. Puck trickles out of the zone. Was that I guess it was a hand pass.
Yeah. What Brian Gould was saying is we have some. I mean, they're going to have, you know, they're not going to go unbeaten. They're going to have some games where they have problems, but competition night in, night out is not going to be there, as we have a Bronco penalty.
It was a penalty.
Yep. So he's saying if that's the case, some of his better players next year may not hang around. You know, they will come and try to grab the brass ring now and then move on to a place where they get better competition, because they're not going to get, you know, they're not going to get better beating up on the smaller Division 3 teams in the state.
I believe Reed Vandergraaf, who was in the box, got called for slashing a stick out of the hands of a Panther player, and he can't do that. So Alvirne is on the penalty kill, but they've got a little bit of an offensive try there as the puck gets iced. Nashua forgot they were on the power play and iced it. Got some pressure there, short-handed by Alvirne, so they'll enjoy a face-off in the Panthers zone with 11-12 to go in the first period.
Dan Beliveau must be wondering what's going on there. I think Dan Belivo's done it. You know, he's doing the best he can with what he has, and one of the things he stressed this year is conditioning. He wanted his team in good skating condition so they could try to outskate other teams.
Well, that's a mental mistake there, Tom. You got 2 players trying to short-hand it. They only have 2 people back. You might as well skate it out.
Right, exactly.
Down into the offensive zone it goes for Nashua, looking for an equalizer. There's down here early 1-0. Slap shot is blocked at the point. Ossinger trying to find his teammate down deep was David Saucier, number 17. Lexi wears number 19. He's got the puck right now. Lexi Ossinger gets it back. He walks right in. He tries to scoop it up over the glove hand. And it's a save.
He is a player, isn't he? He is a player, no doubt about it.
Yep.
You know.
I think he had enough space to go try to stuff at far post if you try that, but.
You know, I am thinking to see if we see Mike O'Connell out here. I don't think we will. I think O'Connell got a misconduct in a game and may be serving a 1-game suspension. I don't want to talk out of turn now.
Right.
But I believe that might be the case, because we don't see a number 20 out there, and I don't see a number 20
He's a key player on the team.
He's a key, and he's probably the best player, he and Ossinger, on this team. So I believe that might be the case, but I can't be positive. Oh, the shot looked like it hit the post.
Turnaround by Christian Flavin, had a great opportunity there. Broncos just get it out of their zone as they kill off the last 10 seconds of this power play for Nashua. Nashua's best chance, clearly, the turnaround shot by Flavin. Even strength now, both teams. Just under 10 minutes to go, just underway. First period of the second game of the 6th annual Conway Arena High School Hockey Tournament. Nashua North, there's a bat down. It's going to be called right there for face-off. First game was a win for North, 4-3 in overtime over Hollis-Brookline. The winner of this game, of course, then will face North in the final tomorrow.
Which, of course, back to the O'Connell situation, if he's going to have to serve a game, you might as well, the best thing to do, it's perfect, have him serve a game in a game that doesn't count in the standings. It's a tournament game, he'll obviously want to win it, but still, doesn't count.
NHIAA is okay with that?
I have no idea. You know,
it says in the term rules, NHIAA rules
right,
apply.
It's your next game, letter of the law. So I'm speaking off the top of my head because I thought that I had heard that had happened. I wasn't there. There's a shot and a save by Enzo. 5-1 in shots now in favor of the Broncos.
You know, it makes sense to me that they count it as far as a disciplinary game because you want to play them all when you're a kid like O'Connell.
Yeah,
it hurts to miss even this game.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. It is your next game, and of course.
Now, if you're angling for points in the standings, you as an opposing coach, you might want it to count, but that's really not the point. It's supposed to be a learning tool.
Right.
Nice save by Ansel. He went to the backhand.
He's going to be busy, but he's going to do a good job today, I think.
Looked like Adrian Beltre holding the fort at third base over there.
Well, where is he going to go? I think he's going to go to Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is open.
He was good.
Surprised.
I mean, I guess we overpaid for Mike Lowell, and they didn't want to do it again for similar third baseman.
They don't need him. They have Euclid to play third, and they get Adrian Gonzalez. They don't need Adrian Beltre. There's no reason to have him.
Right. Loose puck. Broncos putting on some pressure here, even strength.
So I wonder how much that was a contract year thing too with him. You know how well he played.
Oh yeah, he did. You can be cynical.
He did the same thing 3 or 4 years ago. Had a great year in his contract year and played his way into a nice hefty deal before the Red Sox signed him. After that deal expired when he was with the Dodgers.
We have
in Seattle.
Interference call coming up against Nashua South. I think it could also have been called a hit in the back, I think, against Alex Radine, who goes to the box.
Yep. Sophomore defenseman.
First power play for the Broncos, who lead this game 1-0.
But again, for whatever reason, it definitely looks like Mike O'Connell was not out there for the Panthers. We have not seen him.
Down the ice come the Panthers, shorthanded. They're trying to put on some pressure here. Puck poked away by Bob Savoy, who's the senior netminder for the Alvirne Broncos. Number 29 in net, hasn't really been tested yet, except for that Flavin try that I'm not so sure it made its way through traffic, but this wraparound try by Sweeney, saved by Ansel, comes to the point. Defenseman fans on the shot. Sweeney tries to poke it through. Shot, and it looked like that one was either blocked or belly saved by Ansel.
Blocked. He made one earlier with his pads.
Kept in the zone. Number 24 at the point for Alvirne is Brian Blanchette. Cross ice it goes. The wrister right in on Ansel. He makes the save. Back to the point it comes again. Blanchette in traffic, pouncing on it as Ansel. Great save and a protect.
9-1 in shots, 8 saves for Ansel. 1-0 the score. Alvirne leads it. 7:28 to play here in the first period. Alvirne on a goal by Seth Boucher, the senior forward. And just look at the numbers. Alvirne is stacked with players. They've got plenty of numbers, which should give them a lot of great play throughout the third period in most hockey games.
Ossinger's play made the defense panic a little bit as David Saucier gave it up.
Ossinger's going to make a lot of defensemen panic throughout the course of the year.
Seth Albin actually gave it up in his own zone, but doesn't pay any price because he got some back-checking help from his teammates. Back to get it, number 20, Josh Steele.
Cheap shot on goal.
Clearing the puck out is Seth Albin. In front to the backboards. First to get it. That's a strong skater there, Cam Brock, number 12. Keep an eye on him. He's got the puck now. He shot. Score.
Good call, John.
Cam Brock.
Look at that.
Good
sniper. Call. Great pass, and he flipped it. He just flipped it one time.
He did, but it was a perfect shot. It's like one of those NHL All-Star game accuracy shots where you hit the bottom target, left post, right in there. Perfectly placed. I mean, he didn't really waste a lot of time. Ansel, as good as he is, couldn't recover in time. 2-0 lead for the Broncos.
Good call. Cam Brock, junior forward for the Broncos. They've got a lot of good players.
Yeah, you mentioned Sweeney, and at first glance, I thought you meant that Brock was Sweeney. He wears number 12. Sweeney wears number 2. They're both very strong skaters.
Very, very strong skaters. And see, that's the thing. That's why this tournament was a big deal for Brian Gould, the head coach. He wants competition. He wants a reason for his players to stay in this program. You know, they want to compete against the best players, and this is a chance for them to compete against higher level Division I talent. And he probably knew that the way the tournament was set up, that he was going to see 2 Division I teams in it.
Seth Aubin and Josh Steele get credited with the assists on that goal by Ken Brock. So nicely done by the Broncos there as they capitalize on the power play. 2-0 they lead. Nashua South, the co-host of this tournament with Nashua High North, will have to come back from a 2-goal deficit. That great game we just watched between North and Hollis-Brookline, no team ever led by 2 goals. Broncos asserting their dominance here early in the first period. As you see, 5:48 to go. Around the boards it goes. There to get it is David Saucier. He is going to throw it down deeper to get it. Nick Smith around the boards and not out. Yes, it is out now as it's carried by number 11, Lee Vandergraaf. Puck pops up in the air onto the stick of Trevor Perron, who clears it out. Back to get it, Dylan Johnson. Dylan hands out a heavy hit, but the Broncos keep the pressure on behind the goal. 2-on-1 situation. Alvirne's number 4 is Jeremy Dutil. He's broken up. And South will not skate it out. Intercepting at the blue line is McFadden.
Oh.
And just fanning on what could have been an empty net goal there by Dutil.
Jeremy Dutil, yep.
And the net comes off its moorings. So it's still a 2-0 game.
Boy, Ansel in the middle of a shooting gallery here.
Hey, Ansel shows off the Tom Brady do there in the break in the action.
I didn't see the helmet come off.
What do you think of the long hair of Tom Brady?
Yeah, it looks good.
He can do what he wants, can't he?
Yeah, I think it looks good, don't you?
I do too, actually.
I don't see any real.
I used to watch the Brady Bunch. And
I don't see any big
styles come around, you know.
I don't see any big problem with it.
No.
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady would care what I think of his hair anyway.
Well, nobody makes fun of Troy Polamalu except his Head and Shoulders commercials.
Yeah.
Right?
His hair grows every time he tells a lie.
Exactly. That's
brilliant.
That's just brilliant, you know. So.
I caught a Shaq commercial. His acting skills are improving, I think. Last night, I don't know if it was the one you mentioned, but he's watching hockey. Did you see the one who was watching hockey on the big screen?
No,
he's I think he's a salesman for HDTV.
Really?
And he invites a customer in, and he's watching the goalie, and he says, that doesn't look too hard. The goaltender makes a nice save. Here's a breakaway right here. Coming in alone is Jared McCauley. He's broken up, but he's not alone. 4 minutes to go in the first period. And Nashua South narrowly avoiding going down by 3 goals a couple of times here.
James
in the last
Haller in a line change, I think, came out of nowhere off the ball, over the boards, and came out and made that play to knock off the break to thwart the breakaway.
Glanced down at my roster for the name, and then as Tom said, Halloran comes storming out of the sideboard.
I thought for a second somebody came out of the box, you know, the way you see it.
I can't let this happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Jump on the ice, extra man.
So he jumped on the ice, and there he was.
Yeah, so Shaq is watching a goaltender in hockey, and he says, that doesn't look so hard. And then he sees the goaltender make this spectacular split for a save.
Yep.
And you see his face, you know, he screws his face up in horror at the fact that, he can't imagine doing that.
3:44 to play. I can't imagine doing it either. I'd probably pull a coin, that's for sure. I played goalie a little bit in street hockey.
Who was that? Tim Golden? He used to play at Nashua. I used to broadcast with him now. I can't remember. He was a minor league hockey player in the Minnesota area.
Really?
Tim. That's his last name.
Well, the only one, the one broadcaster in
he used to
Nashua.
smoke cigars a lot, him and Gidge. I forget the name.
Oh, over at the
he's
old
probably yelling at the TV right now.
Right. Yeah, he probably
Thanks,
is.
John.
Ooh, nice
big
check.
hit.
One thing South doesn't lack is spunk. Got plenty of it. First, they got a goalie for their coach, Dan Beliveau.
You don't see a lot of goalies in hockey be coaches.
Yes, you do.
Like you do catchers in baseball.
I think you see some goalies be
you do?
coaches. Yeah, I've seen them. Now
you've seen everything.
Now you're gonna basically. Now you're gonna make me have to think of it. Here we go.
A little bit of a breakout here for Jacob Calgary, but he's pinched off. Yeah.
Not enough speed.
Finishing him off right
now,
there.
because of that, South's got to get back with the line change for the Broncos.
Sweeney shows off that big shot from center ice, forced to make the save. Is Ansel. 2:20 to go in the first period. 2-0. The Broncos trying to add to that lead.
Oh,
and
they almost did.
A loose puck. The only one that really saw it was Ansel as the Nashua defense were playing with their back to the pass.
Matty D'Angelo, though,
Ossinger.
right there. Look at Ossinger speed.
Those Jets, he's through. Not all the way, though.
Wow, look at the
difference
with Ossinger's speed versus some of his teammates.
Yeah, they just left them behind. I mean, they weren't even. He didn't even have a trailer. It wasn't even an option.
He is definitely a fast player.
Open ice, nobody there. 1:45 to go in the first period. 2-0 Alvirne. The Broncos of Hudson, New Hampshire, in maroon, in control of the game. But they get called for icing here. Face-off back in the Broncos zone.
1:39 to play in the first period. 2-0 the score. Winner here plays Nashua North.
Mike O'Connell is missed. He's a factor whenever we call a game with him. I mean,
yep.
Of course, the name stands out because that used to be a Bruins defenseman's name.
And general manager.
And he plays general manager. He plays defense for this Nashua South team, and
yep.
he was missed right here. But Ossinger hopefully can come up big and maybe put one or two in and keep his team in the game. Right now, they're just looking for their first score or to hold off Alvirne in the last minute 10 here from getting their third goal. South does manage to clear it. Near boards broken up was number 7, Christian Flavin. Had the best chance to score of the game for Nashua South. Turnaround shot in the slot with a power play, but Savoy made the save. Loose puck in front, dangerous there for a moment. Under a minute to go in the first period. Puck cleared. And it's going to be no icing call. So they wave it off.
Yeah.
Broncos get it out.
Boy, Alvirne would love to put one more in here before the period ends.
Big shot,
forced to make
a quality save. What a boomer that was from Brian Blanchette, number 24, on the right point. 25 seconds to go. Nash was able to get it out of their zone. Center ice. Back comes Sweeney. Wrister. Ansel, spectacular pad save. Somehow the rebound comes all the way back to the dangerous Sweeney. Out of the zone. South. Nice pass in the center there. Travis Merritt, though, couldn't do much with it. 2 seconds, one, and that is the end of the first period. The score after one frame here in the second game of the 6th annual Conway Arena hockey tournament, high school hockey tournament. 2-0. Alvirne leads Nashua South. John Collins with Tom King. We'll be back with more exciting action on award-winning Nashua ETV after this break.
Look at this. 7% by.
Once you post your image online, you can't take it back. Anyone can see it. Family, friends, anyone. Remember, think before you post.
Welcome back to the Conway Arena. Second period action between Alvirne and Nashua High South. Alvirne leads 2-0 here in the Conway Arena 2010 Holiday Hockey Tournament. John Collins with Tom King. We're underway in the second period.
Well, no reason to guess why. There's another shot. Guess why Alvirne is up 2-0. They outshot Nashua South 14-2.
Yep, and it's like dogs after raw meat, right to the goal off the opening faceoff. You know, it's just it's daunting for Nashua South and their fans to see Alvirne just you know, rushing straight to the net from the opening faceoff. Like that's going to be par for the course for the rest of the game. We hope not. We'd like to see a closer contest. Let's see if Lexi Ossinger, who's proven himself so far to be the best player on Nashua South, can help his team get something going here. Deflected in front of the goal, and Ossinger looked like he had a chance for a deflection and maybe a score. As South fights for the puck, now they come away. Ossinger's shot, and he had a point-blank shot and right
missed,
close,
and missed the net.
You think he missed, or was it deflected over?
I think he missed the net.
Good setup. 2-0.
This is an Alvirne team that outshot. I don't remember who the opponent was in their second game of the year or third game of the year. Outshot the opponent 45-10. So they are going to get a lot of shots on goal. They've already got 15, and we're just starting the second period.
Up ahead it goes. First to get it for Alvirne is Josh Steele. He has an assist in this game. At center ice, Travis Merritt, number 4, with it. Throws it behind the Alvirne goal. They play 15-minute periods, 3 of them, of course, in high school boys hockey. Shot score!
Whoa.
Walking right in
Great
was
shot.
Travis Merritt, and he
Great
made the most
shot.
of it. Merritt right underneath, looked like the right stick arm of the goaltender Bob Savoy, and Travis Merritt cuts the lead in half, 2-1. South is on the board.
Oh, that is a big goal for South. And that goal says, we're here and we're going to make you work.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a loose puck that
Now
Merritt came away
Let's see
with.
Alvirne's response. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, how quick will it be? They had a 2-goal lead for quite a while there. The first period, Seth Boucher throws it towards the net.
The goaltending has been, oh, I don't think anybody's going to stop that shot because it was really well placed. But goaltending last year was something that Bob Gould was not happy about. So he created some competition this year with 2 goalies, Bob Savoy.
Another chance for South. It's rather easy wrist shot launched there by Jacob Calgay, and it is an easy save for Savoy. It'll be a face-off to his left.
He got Savoy, and to give Brian Carpenter some competition. So those 2 are competing for, to see who the hot goalie is and who will stay in the net for most games.
Trying to go right to the net, and boy, did he take a hit, and he's going to get called for it. A charge is going to be called against number 17, Seth Aubin, who really lined up Christian Flavin and sent Flavin flying.
And Aubin wasn't happy about the call. He skated right up and
I got to say one
talked to
thing.
the official.
I thought it was a clean hit. I mean, he did take a couple of strides, and he did really lay him out, but I don't know what exactly the call is going to be. Charging?
Charging would be the call if he took.
Let's see it. It's already been called, so he's already in the box, but maybe we'll hear the announcement.
Yeah, Bill Thorpe will announce it.
2-minute power play for Nashua South. They've already got 1 goal in this period to cut the lead in half.
Well,
and see if they can get
how
another.
about it if they tie this game up?
Flavin wins the draw, throws it behind the net. With it, number 24, Brian Blanchette, throws it around the boards and out. So Alvirne kills off the first 15 seconds of this power play anyway.
Second power play of the day for South.
Taking it out slowly. That's Akeem Donato. Alkeem Dato, actually. D-A-T-O.
Interference was the call.
Interference. You know what? I don't agree with that. He had the puck on his stick.
I don't either. He had the puck on his stick. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it at all.
All the way down onto the goal, so it's not icing against South, who are on the power play. They almost got called for icing for the 2nd time on a power play in this game. Fortunately, the shot was on net. Matt D'Angelo back to get it, number 12 for South. Feeds it up to Alexander Radin. Radin crossing ice here. Fans on the pass into the zone. Nashua being very tentative about getting anything going. And this bouncing puck comes all the way, and Ansel's going to be forced to create a face-off in his own zone on the power play. Got to be frustrating for Coach Aria right now. Actually, he's athletic director. Sorry, Coach Beliveau.
Yep. Dan Beliveau. 2nd year on the job. Last year, the only win of the year was in this tournament. And it went winless in the Division I season.
45 seconds to go on the power play for South. And as Alvirne makes it difficult for them to get out of their own end. Ooh. Big spill taken by Dylan Johnson, number 11. Hopefully he's okay.
Staying down.
You know, his head was
his head hit the boards.
Not good. Yeah, he was off balance as he fell over the opponent.
Yep,
and
he's all right. He's up.
It's good. So it's a little bit of a dangerous fall there near the boards. Colliding with number 16, Reed Vandergraaf. Vandergraaf's okay. He was just kind of shaking his hand inside his glove. So both players able to get up and skate away. 11:17 to go in the 2nd period. 2-1. The Alvirne scored both their goals in the 1st period. Nashua South answered back with nice wrister coming out of the corner. Travis Merritt beat Savoy for the Panthers' only goal.
28 seconds left on the power play for Nashua South.
Matt D'Angelo goes down after the loose puck. Hands out a couple of hard hits, does D'Angelo.
Not a potent power play for the Panthers. That's one thing that they've struggled with.
So here comes Ossinger. Always an exciting player when he has the puck. Skates far right. Uses that speed, throws it toward the front of the net, but it's deflected away. Alvirne they do kill off the penalty. Ossinger, who's a shorter player than the player he hit, almost brought the elbow up a little bit too high in that hard hit behind the goal, but he does not get penalized. Struggle for the puck near boards. Another heavy hit away from the puck. That must have been an accidental collision because they're not whistling that dead for interference. Alvirne's puck, 10-10 to go in the second period. Steal by Merritt, who's played well here in the second period, especially number 4 for Nashua South, making things difficult for the Broncos. Delayed offside, waved off now as the Broncos skated out mid-ice. Throwing it down deep is Tom McFadden. Line change for the Broncos.
Alvirne, John, seems to have the same problem in the second period. The second period blahs, you know.
That the Titans had
in the first game.
You're right.
You know, all right, we got 2 goals. We got this game won. And
yeah, they already did the math. We're going to win this game 6-0, just as long as we show up. It doesn't work that way.
Nope, Sweeney with a shot that just was high. Does not work that way at all.
You got to skate hard. You got to stay focused as a goalie. Shot, save, and staying focused there very well was Cameron Ansel on the blistering drive from Brian Blanchette, point blank, top of the right faceoff circle, and Ansel made the save.
He's going to end up with a 30-plus game. I think he's got 15 already.
It's going to be no icing waved off. Good hustle to get down there by Neil McNulty, but the Panther forward gets beaten by the Alvirne defense. So they ice it, though. A long pass that was missed. We got a penalty?
Let's see. Yes, we do.
We got a slash.
Yep, slash on
Travis Merritt.
Yep.
So
scored the goal.
It's the best of times and the worst of times for Travis Merritt, who scored the only goal. He has to go take a seat for 2 minutes. His team will be shorthanded, trailing 2-1.
Alvirne does have 1 power play goal already.
They have really not created many chances for themselves in the second period. Like you called it, Tom, the second period blahs for Alvirne. They've come out and kind of been lethargic.
Well, I think Dan Beliveau, he's you know, he always looks for different ways to motivate his kids, and I think I bet one of the things all he had to say in the second period, or in the first period intermission, was, guys, if we win this game, we play Nashua North, and they beat us 7-2 a couple of weeks ago. You know, so there's their chance to try to get into the title game and play North, and I think that fired them up.
Nice moves put on by Lee Vandergraaf, number 11, trying to keep it in there at the right point. Ben Dutil does that. Dutil gets it, slides it towards the slot, and it's cleared by Nashua South. Good defensive work here on the penalty kill for the Panthers. 1:20 to go, and the extra man for Alvirne. One forechecker wreaking havoc down there for the Panthers. Alvirne works it slowly out of their own zone with a minute left in the power play. Phil Sweeney throws it down in the corner, goes after his own self-pass as he's checked down there by his number 2 counterpart, Kate Connolly. Number 12, excuse me, that's Matt D'Angelo on defense for Nashua South. Sweeney. It's quiet as a church in here right now.
It really is.
Throws it out of the zone. 7.5 to go in the period.
I'll tell you
30 seconds of the penalty.
I'll tell you one reason why it might be quiet. It's colder in here.
Is it?
The temperature has dropped since we were here earlier in the day for the North Hollis-Brookline game.
Nifty move put on there by Dylan Johnson, number 11, at the defense for South.
And the Panthers doing a great job killing off this penalty.
Really not even the hint of a chance for Alvirne in this 2 minutes.
Second period blahs.
Puck in the neutral zone now. Alvirne with a chance here. A wrister goes way wide.
It is tough to put
by Cam Brock.
Yeah, it is tough for high school kids to put 3 good periods together. I mean,
I believe that was a save by Ansel.
I think it was.
All the way through. Focused like a laser. Cam Ansel, the goaltender for South.
He's a good goalie. Yeah. I think he's done.
It's the same type of dynamic as the first game in that you have a team, a favorite team,
right,
and an underdog team, and the underdog team has the goalie that's really focused and says, you know what, I got to be tremendous in order for my team to have a chance to win this game.
Exactly, and that's the way Hall was in the Hollis-Brookline game, and that's the way Ansel is in this game.
And the danger is for the goaltender on the favorite team is that they just kind of say, oh, my teammate's going to score 10 goals. I don't really need to be that sharp.
They don't see that many shots. You know, they're not shy. Goalies will always like to see a lot of shots.
Yeah. Again, it's sort of a rhythm, like at bats.
Yep.
For a hitter. Down to the Nashua zone it goes. And out again. Some more neutral zone play here. Back to get it for Alvirne is Brian Blanchette. Kind of a dangerous long three-line pass to Reed Vandergraaf. Vandergraaf has it down deep. As losing his stick is Alex Radine, the defenseman. So it's like 4.5 players right now. But Radine gets his stick back. That was deflected over the goal. Looked like by Seth Aubin got a piece of that as it went by Ansel's head to the backboards. Now the Broncos trying to keep it. And is that going to get let go? It was a hit late after the pass into the zone. It was let go. Unfortunate was Devin Brackett that he didn't get called for interference. Good rush being put on here by Matt D'Angelo. Lets one fly, and Savoy forced to make a pretty good save there. 2-1 remains the score. South almost got the equalizer there as D'Angelo put on a decent
Savoy,
rush.
yeah, he put on a decent rush. It wasn't a fast rush, but he got a blistering shot off. Now, if he had aimed that just a little bit higher to the far corner, he might have had something there.
Also, you'd like to get some trailers too to help.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think a lot of South shots are going to be one and done, not many rebounds. You know, Savoy won't have to worry about a lot of rebounds in this game.
Tom McFadden tried to hit Jeremy Dutil there. Instead of a 2-on-2 break, though, they get a chance to regain possession in Nashua zone. That one flying past the goal mouth, and you see Ansel. Actually, it's not Ansel. It's in the game right now, Tom.
What a setup they had. Is that not Ansel? That's not Ansel, huh?
Wow, he's playing like Ansel. 31. Bradley Radine.
Yep,
in goal. Bradley Radine, the junior, has replaced Cam Ansel in goal.
And that's been for the whole period?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We missed that. So,
well, everything we said about Cam Ansel being focused like a laser, that's actually Bradley Radine who's picking up where Ansel left off. Puck thrown in front of the goal, and nearly another one for Travis Merritt.
Could have almost gone off a Bronco because you had a couple of Alvirne skaters skating towards the net, which is a no-no.
Yeah.
You know, they could have been an own goal all of a sudden. Not offsides fault or, offsides.
And my apologies about not getting the goalie, but you know what? When the fans left, I was able to see with the naked eye the goaltender, and on the monitor I didn't pick up the.
Right.
Bradley's not as tall as Cameron.
Right. But he's played fairly well. In his
I mean, he's been solid.
It's a good job by Beliveau.
He hasn't let a goal up. I mean, it's 2-1.
Good job by
after the first.
Good job by Beliveau to rotate his goaltender. You may see Ansel in the third period. You never know.
With the puck now, Jacob Calgary throws it up the boards and out. Forecheck being put on by 23 Jacob Voiver. Phil Sweeney puts the brakes on. Throwing it into the zone is Nick Smith, number 23 for Alvirne. In the maroon jerseys, of course, Nashua, the Purple Panthers, wearing the white home jerseys. Phil Sweeney with it. He's got a 3-on-1 for the moment. Throws it across the goal mouth and just can't connect with his teammate. Sweeney might have waited a beat too long there on that 3-on-1. As Radine, the goalie, was stretched out to the right side mostly and left the piece of the goal open on the far side. Alvirne not able to capitalize. 3:20 to go in the second period. 2-1 the score. Save made by Radine. Beautiful job.
Beautiful job, and no one from Alvirne on that left wing side to come down and put it in what would have been an open net. Now here Sweeney. They try again.
Oh boy, what a setup! Number 12, Cam Brock had, looking for his second goal of the game.
I think that got blocked. I don't think that.
Yeah,
I think you're right. To Radine.
Yeah, Sweeney's got it again. Lurking out front is Brock. Sweeney's trying to hit him. 3 defenders for Nashua trying to get in his way. Back to the point it goes. Snapshot blocked by Radine. Nice save by the South goalie. Taken away, and a wrister goes
That looks
wide.
like a hit iron. I thought that might have been deflected by the iron. not sure.
That wrist shot was by number 11 for Alvirne, Lee Vandergraaf. He had a great chance, and as Tom thinks it might have hit the post, but just averting a goal there. South has a chance here on a line change. Dropping the pass is Ossinger. The shot on edge and somehow hanging on is Savoy. Bearing in with the shot was David Saucier. He didn't get good wood on it, but that almost made it a more difficult save to make for Savoy. On edge, he was able to maintain it in his jersey so that there was no rebound for Ossinger, who was standing right there.
South skating so much better in this period than they did in the first period. And Alvirne just not being able to penetrate the Nashua net. It's a 2-1 game. It's a hockey game, and we'll see what the third period brings with 2:05 to play here in the first. Sorry, in the second, right.
South, Ossinger, able to keep control of the puck somehow, but finally broken up by Alvirne, and they skated out.
Ooh, nice.
Sidesteps the check, in alone, shot, score. Beautifully done by Alvirne's number 16. Reed Vandergraaf was able to finish a brilliant rush as he goes top shelf near side for the goal that beats Radin. First goal of the period for Alvirne, third goal of the game. They lead it 3-1.
I think that was Lee that made the stick handling move that set
his
it
brother
up.
set him
his
up?
brother set him up.
So a rush of adrenaline for the Alvirne fans there as they break out of that lethargy that has plagued them here in the second period for that pretty rush. A highlight play finished off by Reed Vandergraaf, who goes top shelf near side and really bent the twine with that nice wrister. 3-1, Alvirne leads it with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. Alvirne looking for more. Radin shuts that door, but almost a rebound score. Ben Dutil had a great chance there. Yeah, Lee was in on the assist. I think it was his move with the stick handling. Ossinger in traffic, 4 against 1 there, and they took the puck away from Lexi. In front, Sweeney shot, missed the net as Radin was looking into his glove, but it was off the backboard and rattling around in the corner by the time he realized it wasn't in his equipment. Good save made there. It's good positioning by Radin. Nowhere to go for Alvirne's Phil Sweeney, who was right on the doorstep.
Boy, South, as well as they played in this period, has to be a little frustrating.
Yeah.
It's a golden opportunity down here and then a score over here.
Yeah, basically it's a 1-1 period right now.
They could put one more in before the period ends. You don't know.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. And taking a heavy hit causes him to lose his stick was Travis Merritt, who has the goal for South. Here comes Brock. That good skating, but he is knocked into the boards by D'Angelo. He's played some solid defense for Nashua South today. Puck in front, Sweeney shot, missed the net, or it got deflected off the side of it perhaps. I think he just missed the right post with that shot. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that'll do it. That's the end of the second period of play at the 2010 6th annual Conway Arena High School Hockey Tournament. John Collins with Tom King. We are going to take a break between the second and third periods of this one. It's a 3-1 game, but stranger things have happened. Let's see if South, the host team, can come back and beat the visitors from Alvirne, Hudson's Alvirne High School, when we come back with more award-winning hockey action on Nashua's ETV right after this break.
You know, some snacks are a lot of trouble. I wish it were easier.
Snacks with edible wrappers would be a much better idea. What about fruits and vegetables?
Just wash and eat. Blueberries, pears, and tomatoes. How fast and easy was that? Join me next time when we'll learn the secrets of making a salad. Welcome back, everybody, to the third period of action here at the Conway Arena
annual high school hockey tournament played on the week between Christmas and New Year's. John Collins with Tom King. Third period, 3-1 lead, Alvirne over Nashua High South. Co-hosting this tournament along with Nashua High North. North won the first game of the tournament over Hollis-Brookline 4-3, a thriller in overtime. This one has not the signs of overtime that that first game did, Tom.
No, it didn't, because one goal game going in, and in that other game it was a quick goal at the start of the period, and then all of a sudden the fatigue set in for Hollis-Brookline. I'm going to be curious to see how fatigued Nashua South is in this hockey game.
Right.
In the third period, because they faced the same type of situation where basically Dan Belleville is only really able to put out there two solid lines.
Nashua High, of course, in the white jerseys, the home jerseys, and maroon and gold, the Alvirne Broncos, who are in control of the game right now, ahead 3-1. Phil Sweeney fires one down, and the Panthers fired out as they get a line change in. The puck trickles all the way down to the Alvirne goaltender, and that's still Bob Savoy, number 29 in net for the Broncos. The Panthers started out with Cam Ansel in net. Now they have Bradley Radine in there, also a junior netminder. Alvirne trying for that fourth goal of the game to put some real distance between themselves and South. And of course, South trying to make it a one-goal game again if they can strike first here in this third period. We played 3 15-minute periods. We were 6 seconds away from a shootout situation in game one when Tyler put it into the net for North and won the game with 6.2 seconds left, set up by Brendan Robbins. What a chance there for Alvirne. They're still putting the pressure on. The puck trickles off the stick, however, of the point man, Seth Albin, and he's forced to regroup.
Now Alvirne coming right at it, not taking any
cross check against South.
Yep.
So Panthers will be a man down for 2 minutes here.
Tough, you know, when you're on your heels like that.
Yeah, down 2.
That's when penalties occur.
James Halloran goes to the box, call for cross-checking. The Broncos, who are up 2 goals, have a chance to add to that now. 12 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the period. At the Conway Ice Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire. Just before these 2 games began, there was a free skate, a public free skate. Well attended.
Yeah, was it ever?
Yeah, I mean, this understatement here, and of
you
course, school vacation
you would have
week.
thought a big football game was being played at Stellos Stadium.
Yeah,
with all the cars that had to use Stellos for parking.
Right.
Mine included.
This is what a successful venture this has been from the very beginning. Conway Arena.
Right, much needed, huh?
Yeah, Nashua had no ice rink, if you can believe it, before this. Now Hudson, the Alvirne Broncos, they enjoy a twin rink over there. Cyclones
Now
Arena.
they don't play there, John.
And they don't play there.
No, they use Skate 3.
Yeah.
That is their rink.
It's amazing to me that they don't. I mean, but you know, because they have their own junior team over there, and they have public free skates too that are well attended at Cyclones
There's
Arena.
2 sheets of ice at Cyclones, but no, the Broncos do not play there. Hollis-Brookline has played there. I think Hollis-Brookline plays there. Trying to think of who else plays there. I think Londonderry plays there.
Alvirne is just skating around, not really getting any scoring chances, and South is content to let them do that as they stay in the box.
So the irony is the school in Hudson does not use the rink in Hudson.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
Twin rink.
They have a nice locker room in Skate 3. They like staying there. I guess, you know, it must come down to dollars and cents.
Terrific job by Travis Merritt with 30 seconds left to go. In the penalty kill for South, he's able to steal it, wheel around, and fire at the length of the ice. Travis Merritt's been a star for South. He's got their only goal of the game as well.
Too deliberate on the power play for Alvirne, looking for the perfect shot.
Much too deliberate. They just, here they go, and losing control as he shifted in front of the goaltender. McFadden had a golden chance, not able to convert.
Boy, John, you know, it's funny. You watch, it's a 3-1 game. You watch Alvirne, and they're very good. But don't you get the feeling they could be just that much better?
Yeah. And it's all about intensity.
Yeah.
Puck is out of the zone to the neutral zone. That penalty has just gone by the boards, literally, with no scoring chances for Alvirne really to speak of. McFadden had that puck trickle off his stick, and that's been about it. So even strength here with 10:15 to go in the game, barring a comeback by South. They're going to try something here. Down deep, the forecheck put on by number 23, Jacob Boisvert. He's got some help from 7, Christian Flavin. Flavin ducks a check, still has the puck. Around the boards it goes. Far point kept in there by James Halloran. Down to Flavin. Flavin in front. Deflected. Loose puck. Flavin chops at it. Still loose. Shot. How did that not go in? As
My
a Nashua
goodness.
South player gets decked on top of Savoy. It seemed like a yawning open net.
3 saves from Savoy. But you know, Savoy needs that. You know, you want your goaltender challenged in these games, and he got challenged right there. Unbelievable. Just poking at the puck, and Savoy does a great job of just blanketing the crease.
Lexi Ossinger wins the draw back to the point. Just barely kept in, though, by South, and now knocked out of the zone. Ossinger with it. It's going 1-on-3.
Oh.
It's a knuckler that just goes wide of the goal. Savoy didn't really have a good beat on that one and nearly found its way in. There's a wrister in traffic. It hits the side of the twine. It fools some fans into thinking it was in the net. Another wrister through traffic. That one by Matt D'Angelo goes to the backboard.
Well, South does not have the third period hangover that we saw with Hollis-Brookline.
Tom McFadden breaks
That
the length of the
tripping
ice, and he is going to get either a penalty shot or is he going to get a
I think
penalty
it's going to be a
call?
tripping call.
Yeah.
I very rarely see the penalty shot. There were 2 other skaters there, so you can say, well, in traffic he kind of went down, but tripping is called. I mean, if it was a one-on-one situation and he's far behind, trailing.
Alex Radin goes to the box. Unfortunate for Nashua, down by 2 goals, 2 valuable minutes about to go by the boards here with them needing to kill off a penalty. So
with 9:05 left to play in the hockey game.
If they're successful, there will only be 7 minutes left, still down 2. Or maybe they could come up with a shorthanded goal here. Let's see what happens.
I'll tell you, if they came up with a goal there, it would be a great game.
Walking in, and Radin makes a nice save as he falls backwards.
I'll tell you.
Kind of a waltz there for Lee Vandergraaf, walking right in.
A luxury for Dan Beliveau. 2 goalies who played pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, the only problem is he doesn't have the horses at the other end.
Here we go with
enough,
Alvirne on the power play again, playing on the perimeter.
He's got some, but not enough.
Shot, score! Wow, he just picked a corner right there. Brilliant shot by Lee Vandergraaf.
Lee Vandergraaf, yep.
I don't think Radin ever saw the puck. It was up around his shoulders, and it went by him and into the top corner.
Now he had no
net.
chance on that. I don't think he saw it either. Tough shot.
Vandergraaf kind of lulled him to sleep. It really looked like he was going to pass, and all of a sudden he flung it toward the net. Nice wrister by Vandergraaf.
2 power play goals for the Broncos.
Ossinger.
Vandergraaf
Broken up. The trailer, the defenseman, was Halloran, who launched it toward the goal. Misses. 8.5 minutes left to go in the game. Well, that gets the man out of the box. A shorthand power play goal for Alvirne. Pretty good shot, though, easily handled by, I think that's Savoy still. Yep. Shot there from the point by James Halloran as the Panthers change up their personnel. Travis Merritt will do face-off here.
By the way, we did confirm that O'Connell is serving a suspension for that misconduct in the previous game.
The confusing part was that it was written down someplace as a 1-game suspension, and yet we were told he will not play if South makes a miracle comeback here.
Well, they play a consolation game anyway.
Oh, they do. Okay.
So evidently he's out for the tournament, but we don't. You know, that's what That's what we were told.
Broncos trying to keep it in. South gets it out. Play on the boards near to us as we lose sight of the puck.
Boy, what a difference!
Whistle.
What a difference he might have made in this game. You know.
Yeah.
Give Alvirne one more player that they had to worry about.
It hasn't been that, decidedly one-sided. It's been pretty evenly played with some flashes.
Well, you get a couple of man advantage goals, and that's power play goals, and that's that's really the difference. It'd be a 2-1 game otherwise.
South with a chance
nice
here.
Move, almost.
Yeah, sidestepping the hit was Flavin, but lost control of the puck. Ossinger, actually, no, that's number 18, Alkeem Dado, who throws it down into the Broncos zone. 7 minutes to go in this one. 4-1. The visitors from Hudson are leading.
7 minutes and 1
shot
second.
score.
Oh,
what a beautiful job. That was a deflection up into the top corner by Alkeem Dado. And I believe he took a feed from number 23, Jacob Boisvert, and just knew exactly what he wanted to do with it, Tom. 4-2 as the South come up with a desperately needed goal with exactly 7 minutes to go in the game. So Boisvert goes Boisvert with the setup pass to Dado.
South,
the freshman.
Back in it. All they need is one more goal, and then anything can happen. I was going to say there was 7 minutes left, and you said 7 minutes. I said, yeah, 7 minutes and 0.2 seconds. But that's it.
Dado
that's a big goal. That's a big goal.
Takes a big hit.
Yeah, I think Alvirne kind of relaxed, John, after that 4th goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that
they've
done in this. I think they said, well, we're up 3 goals. Got to play tomorrow. We might as well take it easy a little bit, not too taxing.
I don't think Bob Savoy knew that Nashua had that kind of a goal in their bag of tricks, but Dado with a brilliant deflection up into the top corner.
I'll tell you what, though, this Alvirne group worked hard in the offseason. I went to in the summer to Skate 3. Believe it or not, I was at Skate 3 in the summertime. They have a summer hockey, nice shot and save, summer hockey league team.
Nice save by Radine.
Summer hockey league, and there was some good hockey being played by the Broncos. They had a lot of kids on that team.
Ossinger has to go off his stick. He would have had a nice chance there.
So
back to get it goes Alexander Radine in front of, I think that's his brother.
So Bob Gould had to be happy with the kids playing over in the offseason.
Out of the corner comes the Broncos with a chance in front. Right across the goal mouth went Lee Vandergraaf, who just scored the 4th goal earlier in the period. Vandergraaf actually falls down as he was going to make a line change. Do we have?
We might have a penalty here.
Let's see.
Might have matching. I'm not sure.
It's
we do have matching.
Matching, which is fortunate for South, trailing by 2
Josh
goals.
Steele for the Broncos, and number 16, Devin Brackett for the Panthers.
So we will play regular 5-on-5 because it's matching. 5:17 to go in the game. 4-2. Alvirne leads it. Back to get it goes Ben Dutil up the boards. That's Jeremy Dutil, his brother, with it down deep.
A lot of brother combinations.
And brother-sister we had earlier with the Robinses.
Yeah, right. And the Kovalars.
The Kovalars, yeah.
With Hollis. Loose stick.
Ossinger gets
Here's a chance right here, but no trailer. No trailer on the left wing side.
Sidestepping a hit was Sweeney. And throwing it down on Radine. The Broncos keeping the puck in the south zone as much as they can, leading by 2. Merritt has a 3-on-2. Merritt keeps it. Throws it toward the net. The rebound is right at the post before Savoy pounces on it. And some furious pushing and shoving with the sticks up high. And the officials, it almost looks like Christian Flavin's trying to drop the gloves and go with somebody.
Well, you get that a lot when you get a big pile up in front of the net in high school hockey. But what a job right there by both Nashua and Alvirne.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Savoy with a great stop and another stop on the rebound.
Well, South knew what was at stake. If they could have snuck one in there, they'd be 1 goal down with 4:20 left.
4:20 left in anybody's hockey game.
Yeah.
You know, so a great job. Alvirne's got to be careful. This game is not over.
Yeah, and clearly South's playing with a higher intensity level than Alvirne is right now.
Give the Panthers a lot of credit. You know, look at how many kids. There's 5 on the ice, 1, 2 in the penalty box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bench. Not a lot of skaters to throw out there. And yet they are hustling. They're hustling. You know what? You know, they are moving and moving and moving.
This breather will help South, I think. As Tom just pointed out, they've got fewer people, and so they need more of a rest because they get more repetitions. They've been on the ice for more cumulative time.
So all this for an extra another man in the box for each
what
team.
this is about, they're discussing something with the coaches.
Right, with the Alvirne staff, with Bob Gould. Probably looking, is there another player in the box for Alvirne? Looks like
there's 4-on-3.
Looks like it's going to be a 5-on-4 situation.
5-on-4.
Or is it?
Let's see. No, it's a good call, Tom. There's the matching penalty, and then there was an extra penalty.
Extra penalty.
We haven't heard an announcement yet.
Yep, no, not yet, but 5-on-4. So South with an all-important power play.
Yeah.
4:20 to play, 2 minutes with the man advantage. See what they do with it.
Gloving the puck and shooting it toward the corner is Alex Radin. Puck pops around Travis Merritt on the forecheck. Over the stick, however, of Matt D'Angelo, and it's an offside call, and it's a deliberate offside. They're going to bring it down into the Nashua zone. Unfortunately for the Panthers, they're going to have to go the length of the ice here. 4:03 to go in the game, 1:43 to go in the penalty against the man advantage in favor of Nashua. Radin forced to cover up. Shoveling the faceoff right toward the goal was Tom McFadden, and he takes another couple of ticks off the clock. 3:59 to go. 1:40 in the penalty.
South out shooting Alvirne 7-5. So no third period hangover for the Panthers here, or third period fatigue.
Merritt blocks the clearing pass
go.
and picks up the rebound. Merritt skating behind the net is broken up momentarily as he skirmishes for the puck.
You know, John, I'm telling you, he's got that puck on the wing. Just throw it at the net. Let's see what happens. Instead, he tried to get fancy and skate around the goal.
Jacob Calgay and Travis Merritt battling for the puck down there against Alvirne's defenseman Ben Dutil. Good play off the boards by D'Angelo. He is hog-collared, and now we have a penalty, and it's going to go against Nashua.
It is going to go against Nashua.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, but just
South thought the penalty should have been Alvirne.
Merritt, not a smart move.
High stick.
High stick right on the hit, and he's going to go out. Not a smart move. No reason to really hit him.
No.
Just let him stay down.
There's a full minute to go on the man advantage, Tom. You're one of the best players on your team, Travis Merritt.
Just a bad move by Merritt. I mean, just got caught up in the intensity. You know, it's got very intense at this end of the ice.
Keep the stick down. Do it with your shoulder, maybe, you know. I mean, you're right in front of the official. It's glaring. He's got to call it. Timeout called by South. They're going to try to talk about what they're going to do here.
Well, not only do they go 4-on-4 for a minute 2, but for 58 seconds, Alvirne will have a power play.
All right, so the rule is not a timeout. It's a face-off. And here comes Ossinger. 4-on-4. A lot of room to skate for the speedy wing.
2-on-1 almost here.
Yeah, and David Saucier, 17th, loose puck. Ossinger gets knocked to the ice. Good defensive play by Alvirne's number 14, Dan Ledbord, no, actually 24, Brian Blanchette with a key defensive play.
And I thought it was a good, just to get a little bit of a glove on that loose puck.
4-on-4, lots of open ice for 30 more seconds here.
2:51 to play.
Goes behind the net, Ossinger in pursuit.
Oh, we've seen some good hockey.
That's a lazy clear right there. And
we've seen some great hockey today.
Let's see what Ossinger can do down deep. He's being stripped of the puck by 2 Broncos, and out of the Broncos end come Devin Gallipo and Seth Albin. Length of the ice it goes, and that will not be icing. Back to get it because it's now a power play for another minute for Alvirne. Strong skating out of his own end. Jared McCauley gets broken up at center ice though. Matt D'Angelo, a wall on defense there. 40 seconds to go on the power play for Alvirne on the high stick by Travis Merritt. 1:50 to go in the hockey game. Shorthanded goal is almost a necessity here for Nashua. Actually 27 seconds. They could hope to get this penalty killed and still maybe score 2. Miracle finish. See who South puts out on the ice here. 1:48 left in the game, trailing by 2 goals.
Fresh legs is what they're going to put out, but trailing by 2 goals, stranger things have happened.
Christian Flavin will take the draw. Alkeen Dato, who has one of the 2 goals, is on the right wing.
Well, they've got to take a skater off because they're down a man.
They forgot. Yeah,
58 seconds they were down a man. It's 27, about half through that power play now for Alvirne. 27 seconds left in the penalty.
And right out through that vacated point comes the Broncos to clear the puck with 15 seconds to go. Here's a chance for Alvirne. Nice job of breaking that up by Alexander Radin in front of his brother, the goaltender, Bradley. Broncos right back, still in the power play. A 3-on-1. Sweeney fires. He had the whole open left side up top, but he missed it. Sweeney gets it back in the slot, and it's blocked by D'Angelo. Good defensive play. D'Angelo pursues Sweeney, knocks him down, and Sweeney somehow keeps the puck underneath him.
At some point,
even strength. Sweeney maneuvers, gets free, shoots wide, hits the side of the net. Under a minute to go.
At some point, I mean, the problem here is Alvirne's doing a great job putting pressure on the Panthers. They can't pull the goalie and get the extra skater on the ice.
Right. 50 seconds to go, and Alvirne's just keeping it in Nashua's end. The Panthers trailing by 2 goals, helpless right now. Sweeney knocks down Alexander Radin. The puck is just sitting there. 30 seconds to go as the any chance of a comeback is just ticking away on South. Up ahead, back though, smartly, Brian Blanchette skates the puck out of danger, throws it down the ice.
It'll be Alvirne and North in the championship game.
Alvirne and North in the Conway Arena High School Hockey Tournament Championship game tomorrow as the final seconds are ticking down here. 10 seconds to go. Wheeling in front. Should have let it go. D'Angelo will take a knuckler. It goes wide. 5 seconds left. Broncos have the puck on the near boards. They're just going to kill the last 2 seconds, and that's it. So you're right, Tom. It'll be Nashua High North against Alvirne. The Broncos from Hudson in the championship game. There's a couple of trophies down there waiting. The biggest one, of course, for the winner of tomorrow's game. I want to thank our talented camera crew for Nashua's ETV, our award-winning Nashua's ETV, our executive producer, Pete Johnson, John Collins with Tom King. I guess it's just a case where Alvirne just had a stronger squad.
Well, no doubt about it. Alvirne had more depth, able to skate more lines. They've got some talented players. I think 2 or 3 of them would be, eyeing juniors next year. Possibly, you don't know.
And one of the most talented players, as we talked about, Mike O'Connell, not here for South.
Right, and that get that combination. I mean, Travis Merritt played very well to try to make up for that O'Connell loss, but not able to do it. And basically, Nashua South, just not enough horses.
Yeah.
Not enough horses to be able to keep up with Alvirne. Alvirne's got the numbers.
Yeah.
And these kids see each other a little bit during the summer. They know each other. Dan Belleville talking to Bob Gould. They're shaking each other's hands out there, as you can see them. And it was a good, healthy game, good, healthy rivalry. Yeah, good to see these 2 local teams who don't see each other during the regular season play in a Christmas tournament game. I think that's what you want to do in Christmas tournament games. You want to get teams that you don't normally see during the regular season. And in this instance, instead of a North-South final, we get Alvirne against Nashua North. So It'll be a good thing. Alvirne wants to use this tournament as a barometer to get some competition, and they're doing it right now.
We got basketball, we've got hockey, we've got it all here this week. It's tournament week on Nashua's ETV. Final score here is Alvirne 4, South 2. It'll be Alvirne against Nashua North in the hockey final tomorrow. We've also got basketball, so please stay tuned for more exciting sports action on Nashua's ETV. For Tom King, I'm John Collins saying thank you for watching and good afternoon from Conway Arena, everybody.